everyone found their seat? Excellent, well done. Now, before we get underway, all the kids, can we get your attention? All the kids. If you would like, you don't have to just sit there tonight. You know there's lots happening over here, but you can actually be a part of the carols tonight. We've got a bit of a surprise for all the adults later on. Now, the kids, if you would like to be involved with something very special, we're going to get you to head over to the Christmas tree over here. And in a moment, there are two adults who are at the back right now, feverishly running towards the Christmas tree. They're coming over in their high-vis vests, and they are going to actually teach you something that you'll get to perform on stage. So for any children who would like to be involved this evening in the carols on the hill, head over to the Christmas tree to Heather and Alicia in their high-vis vests, and they will help to teach you something, and you get to come up on stage. Now, to everyone else, welcome. It is lovely to see you. Thank you for making the effort and for braving the elements. As you know, Carols on the Hill marks the beginning of something very special. Winter. Every single year I have been here from northern Tasmania, it has been freezing cold. Glad to see everyone rugged up and ready to go. It is, of course, a very special season as we head into Christmas, and a great way to begin heading into that wonderful celebration. Now, a quick reminder, we are still encouraging people to social distance, so please have a look around you, make sure there's a little bit of space between you and the next cell of people. But for everyone within your group, I would highly suggest you get close to each other, stay tight, and get some warmth there to make it through this evening. A couple of quick things if you hadn't noticed when you walked in this evening. At the front gate, that is where the toilets are. So if you head back to the gate that you came in from, the toilets are just to the left. There is lots of food around at the back. I'm sure you've spotted that already. There's even ice cream. There are people lining up for ice cream on this cold night. There's lots of food there. Right at the back in the blue and white striped tent, there is some youth who are fundraising to get to World Youth Day in Lisbon, Portugal. If you'd like a sausage, please jump down the back for a sausage sizzle. There is also, as you would have seen, the petting zoo off to the side and games for the kids. So please make yourself at home. This is very much a family-orientated carols on the hill. Final thing is, if you are injured or if you are in need of assistance, we do have the wonderful St John's ambulance here this evening. They're up near the front gate as well. So if you do need assistance with anything, if someone nicks their finger, anything like that, please head down to St John's ambulance there. And a big thank you as well to the Tasmanian Rural Fire Brigade for actually being here this evening. Thanks, gentlemen. Well done. I hope you enjoy the evening. Now, I am Sam. I am your MC for this evening. I have left the farm in northern Tassie again to venture down here. Hello, Lucy. How are you? Good to see you. Lovely to be here with you for tonight's carols. And I would love to thank and acknowledge Guilford Young College for the use of their wonderful facilities again, and also to acknowledge our Indigenous people and the Tasmanian Aboriginal people as the traditional and original owners and the continuing custodians of this land on which we gather here this evening. Now, without further ado, I would like to introduce to you our host, if you will. I'm your MC, but your host for the carols, being His Grace Archbishop Julian Porteous, just to say a few words and to open our carols this evening. Thank you, Your Grace.
Thank you, Sam. Well, I'd like to echo Sam's words. Welcome you all here this evening. We're a bit worried during the week. I'm sure you were too, wondering what it's going to be like, because with the drizzly rain and everything, and we weren't really sure whether we'd have a lovely night, but it's only cold. Summer's forgot to come this year, but I see everybody's rugged up, and we've got a clear, not a clear sky, but there's no rain coming out of the sky, so we can really have a wonderful evening together. Now, this is carols singing. So I really want to encourage you, join in the singing of the carols, because some of the carols really are beautiful, they're traditional, we know them well, and they take us into the world of that first Christmas night and give us a chance of just enjoying the scene at Bethlehem, the beauty of that scene. So sing up, let's sing up and really have this as an occasion where we can really enter into the spirit of Christmas by this Carols on the Hill. So welcome everyone, and I hope you have a wonderful evening, and we look forward to this as a way of drawing us into next Sunday's celebration of Christmas. So we'll pass over now to our wonderful choir who'll be leading us tonight, and the first song is the first song in your booklets. So let's all get the booklets out, be ready to go, and join in the singing of our opening carol this evening. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you.
Stood a lowly
Thank you very much, and would you please put your hands together again for the Carols on the Hill Christmas Choir, who will be leading us throughout this evening, wonderfully led by the beautiful Madeline, who will actually get to meet a little bit more as we go through this evening. Now, I don't know if you're aware in the program, but we did have a picnic prize. There was a competition running for the sustainable picnic. Everyone's going to bring food with them. Some might bring lots of tin cans with them. Some might bring lots of rubbish. But everyone was being invited to bring with them a sustainable picnic. And the winner of the sustainable picnic prize for this evening is Raquel, who I'm told was wearing a green headband, and she just smiled when I said her name. So Simon McFarlane is wandering around here off the side. Simon, up front here in the green headband, waving at you, right at the front. There you go, Simon. Congratulations, Raquel. And I hope you enjoy your $50 gift voucher there. Now, it gives me great pleasure to welcome to the stage. You see there's a lot happening behind me. The stage is going to fill here in a moment with great joy because we have the Young Voices of Hobart joining us. You might have seen them sneaking around the back off there, capably led by Aaron Powell and Anna Chilcott on piano. But the Young Voices of Hobart, if you'd like to start coming on stage, this is a place for children to come together to enjoy the beauty of music, and they are going to be performing for us this evening a couple of songs. Would you please give them an enormous big Hobart welcome to Carols on the Hill. Thank you. That was awkward. I got caught out then. I was waiting for the next song and realised that was their second song when I was on.
Thank you so much for having us. We are Young Voices of Hobart. Sorry, it took a little bit of time to get set up for you, but it's always worth making sure that we have the mics in the right spot so you can hear us. As we were introduced, we're an inclusive vocal ensemble. We've got kids at the moment from grade 1 right through to year 11 who sing with us, and we don't have quite all of them with us today, but we've got a fair representation of the group. The next song we're going to sing for you is to the tune of "Oh Christmas Tree," but we're doing the classic FM version from this year, the classic choir, where Clarence from Gardening Australia rewrote the first verse, and actually several of the verses, using First Nations language. So we're going to do the first verse and the translation for you. So I hope you enjoy this one. That's our final number. Thank you so much for having us.
Now, as the Young Voices of Hobart depart, and I hand Anna back her sunglasses that she left off stage, who here actually wants to be interviewed for a moment? They're all looking at, oh, both of you. Okay, how about both of you? Yeah, come up the front here for 1 second. Quick questions. Quick, I'll kneel down at your height. So very quickly, so what's your name?
Mabel.
Mabel?
And I'm Austin.
And Austin, how are you? Now, where are you both from?
Hobart.
Oh, you're in Hobart?
Yeah.
I'm in Lindisfarne.
And Lindisfarne. Okay, now, what I want to ask you is how did you end up singing for Young Voices of Hobart? So how did you hear about it? And did someone tell you to go and do it, or did you hear about it and ask if I can be a part of it? Do you remember how you ended up with Young Voices?
Well, Aaron Powell is our director, and he was my music teacher at Eastside Lutheran College. And he decided that I had a good voice, and he asked me to come along, and I said, let's do it. So I've been with them for probably about a year now, and it's a great choir. And if any of you would like to come and sing with us, then you're more than welcome.
Brilliant. And do you remember how you ended up singing with them?
Well, I started not long ago, and I just wanted to sing somewhere. So
You just wanted to sing, and Mum and Dad wanted you to learn to sing even better so you could keep singing. Brilliant. Okay, now, where do you actually meet? Where do you learn? Where do you practice?
I have no idea.
You're on, Austin.
We practice in a place near St John's Hospital, near Fancy Francis, if that helps any of you. If you're all from Hobart, then hopefully you'll know where that is. Means
nothing to me.
Yeah, no, look, I don't drive, so I really can't give you an address, unfortunately. South Hobart, there we go. Thank you very much from some lady down there. Thank you very much. You're a legend.
Okay, please give him a big round of applause. Well done. You may exit off stage. And if there are any children who would like to actually find out what's going on, I'm sure Aaron is hanging around the back there, or Anna, so you could just grab them and ask. Now, I'm getting some directions from our stage manager. Are we doing a little bit of a change? No? Ah, right, yes, okay. So, for any parents who have children over here to the side, we're trying to keep the children this side just to be ready. They've only got a few minutes until they are on stage. So if you see a little lamb or a little calf or something, or a donkey running off that way, please usher them back to the corner over here. Now, you may have noticed when you walk in, there is an information tent which has Guilford Young College across the top, which they have kindly donated to us. And just to let you know, there is a raffle running through that information tent, and that is the Catholic Education Tasmania Nativity Raffle. The tickets are being sold now. I don't know if anyone knows Father Gerald Quinn. He actually rang me earlier today. He now is in a nursing home in Melbourne, and he rang me just to make sure it was still happening, that it was still going on, that tickets would still be sold. The raffle, Father Gerald helped to set up a support network for pregnant mothers. So for the mothers, their unborn children, and then for their born children, it's a home for them, for women in crisis. If you can help, please grab yourself a ticket down at the information centre there. I will hand now back to our wonderful choir and to Madeline to lead us in that, in singing Gabriel's message. The Carols on the Hill Choir. Thank you.
Oh,
That was stunning. That was beautiful. Well done. And thank you, Madeline. Now, at the moment, you are the Director of Music for Choral Productions Tasmania. That was beautiful. Well done. Thank you. And thank you very much to the choir. Now, I do have names written here, and I hope I get this right. So we have Ariane, Sonia, we have Sarah, Ange, Mim, Kate, Nathan, Joe. We have Ben Young. Where's Ben? This is Ben. I don't know Ben. Hello, Ben. Nice to meet you. We also have Angus, Joe, Callum and Daniel, as well as Gus and Liam as well. Thank you very much for all the dedication. They were here earlier today practising and being given some instruction. It's just beautiful to see it all coming together. Well done. Now, we are going from something that is very well practised and put together to something that could turn to complete anarchy. We are going to do a wonderful Christmas play. Now, the children have been practising off to the side, and I am hoping that Alicia and Heather have done a very good job. But the children are coming on stage, so would you please make very welcome to the stage the children of Carols on the Hill. And they are going to... There is actually a long line-up, and we do have the donkeys at the back. They look like donkeys, I think. Now, the children, you would have seen them practising off to the side over here. And thank you... Now, who's our... You look like our youngest. What's your name? That's what I thought might happen. How old are you? 3. Okay, we got an answer on that one. So, I'm going to assume that you're probably our youngest at 3 years of age. Are you 3 as well? How old are you? You ready to go? Let's go. Okay, so I might stand over here so that everyone can see you. There you go. Oh, I've got one more still coming up. Come on up. You're welcome. Come on up. Okay, so is everyone ready? No, you're not. You are. Okay, we're good. So, a long time ago, in a town like Hobart, lived a young woman named Mary. Mary was a kind and caring person who loved God very much. She was engaged to marry Joseph. Who's Joseph? Oh, this is Joseph over here, is it? No? Or is this Joseph? Everyone's claiming to be Joseph. He was a carpenter. One day, God sent an angel as a messenger to... Thank you, choir. Thank you. Not yet. They weren't at the practice. God sent an angel as a... Yes, thank you, choir. You're very good. We know that. God sent a messenger to Mary. He told her that she was blessed among women and that God was with her. She was to have a baby and name him Jesus. When the time came for Jesus to be born, Mary and Joseph had to go to a little village like Richmond. It was a long way from their home. When they arrived, the only place they could find to stay was a shed with cows, sheep, and donkeys. It was here, amongst the animals, that Jesus was born. On a hillside like Mount Wellington, some shepherds were watching their sheep, and they were amazed. Can you do your best amazed? They were amazed. Okay, slightly amazed, amused. When some angels, wait for it, appeared singing, lost my place while fixing Mary's headband. They told the shepherds that God's son, Jesus, has been born in a shed nearby. The shepherds and their sheep, we get your sheep? Ran into the shed to see baby Jesus. So little baby Jesus was surrounded by animals. Quick, what's your best animal impression? Everyone's sheep. Any donkeys? There we go. They were surrounded by shepherds and, of course, angels. Through this little baby, we need to hold Jesus aloft. Through this, I'll do your head, you take care of Jesus. There you go. Okay, so through this little baby, God became one of us. The baby was the saviour of the world. Please join us in singing Joy to the World. You going to sing as well? Okay, you're going to sing? Please put your hands together for our wonderful thespians, for all our actors, and for our beautiful choir. Well done. Okay, now, if you'd like to, we're going to head off very slowly, very carefully in this direction, except for one. You coming with us? We'll go this way, and we'll hand off to the choir for one more song.
Away, away.
Beautiful. Spectacular. Thank you very much. It was very fun to see. I don't know if you're aware of this, but earlier this week, I live in northern Tasmania, so earlier this week the choir was practicing. Madeline was up the front being the MC, and then someone was off to the side filming it and sending it to me just to let me know what was going to be happening. So whilst the children were acting, I was also here imitating what Madeline did on my mobile phone at least. So thank you for that guidance. Just a quick announcement. As you would realise, this is carols, and normally at carols we have candles by candlelight. Some people have jumped the gun, but the candles, volunteers will be walking around with those, and you will be able to grab them from them. We are inviting people to make a donation if you can, as the candles come around, and that donation will go to the St Vincent de Paul Christmas Appeal. So it's going to a very good and needed cause. So if you can, please make a donation for those candles as they do come around. We will light them officially a little bit later on. I realise some have already got theirs lit. They're just trying to keep warm around the fire. It's my great pleasure to welcome to the stage a friend. Now, the first time I emceed these carols, I had no idea who 3ZK Donut was, but I now actually work in an office just down the hallway from her office and see her regularly, and she's an enormous ray of sunshine. She's filled with joy, and in time, I've obviously learned, she's a wonderful singer as well. Now, she's in 2015 was in the Southern Gospel Choir. She's an active member of the Moona Lutana Parish, and she genuinely loves singing. Now, would you please welcome to the stage 3ZK Donut. Now, Theresa's going to be joined here in a moment. Now, last week we actually had we don't work in the same office, but we do happen to work in the same building. We had our Christmas party and we're standing next to Theresa at one point, and I did say to her, you know, it's about time we did some karaoke together. I'm never invited to sing. Well, there's a reason for that. Now, I'm not going to say I can't sing. I think everyone can sing. It's just whether people actually want to listen to it. That's the question. But when I said, oh, we could do some karaoke, Theresa just kind of laughed at me, and I thought, well, she's actually going to do a duet at Carol's. Maybe this is my chance. But no, instead, Theresa happened to... You went to Ogilvy High School, and at Ogilvy High School, you used to sing with Melanie Ransley, and then this year, you happened to run into each other in the workplace.
That's right.
So, a decade later, they have been reunited, and Melanie, off to the side here in her beautiful green dress, Melanie has been involved in many things, and recently actually won an Errol, I've heard. And the Errol, I've got it written down here, was for The Old Man and the Old Moon. Jack Lark presents. Congratulations. Well done. So, Mel and Theresa are going to sing for us this evening, Do You Hear What I Hear? Please welcome Melanie to join Theresa. Thank you.
Said the night wind to the little lamb, do you see what I see? Way up in the sky, little lamb, do you see what I see? A star, dancing in the night with a tail as big as a kite, with a tail as big as a kite. Said the little lamb to the shepherd boy, do you hear what I hear? Ringing through the sky, little boy, do you hear what I hear? A song, high above the trees, with a voice as big as a sea, with a voice as big as a sea. Said the shepherd boy to the mighty king, do you know what I know? In your palace warm, mighty king, do you know what I know? A child shivers in the cold, let us bring him silver and gold. Let us bring him silver and gold. Said the king to the people everywhere, listen to what I say. Pray for peace, people everywhere, listen to what I say. The child, sleeping in the night, he will bring us goodness and light. He will bring us goodness and light. He will bring
Well done, Mel. That was stunning. And Mel, as beautiful as that was, I think you have just ensured that I remain relegated to speaking parts only for the rest of carols. That was beautiful. And I don't know if you know, Mel actually, you might notice in your booklets, if you're reading up on the artists as they come on, Mel also works in the construction industry, of all places, and actually works with Evolve Housing, which is a centre care project. So during the day, she's helping people to find homes, and then in the evenings, actually helping to create a more beautiful surrounding through the gift of music. So thank you very much, Mel, for sharing that with us, and thank you very much for Theresa as well for your contribution this evening and for bringing that joy with us. I'm going to hand it back to the choir, who are going to lead us in a song where, please, fill your lungs with air. Please join in. This is, for me at least, I think this is quintessential Christmas carols. Please join the choir in singing Silent Night.
Silent
Beautiful. Thank you. Now, a little bit of change of pace. I'm going to invite, actually before I do invite our next guest out, a quick reminder, grab your candles. You can see lots of candles going out there. If you haven't got one, please make sure you do. There are some gentlemen off here with their high-vis vests on, walking around with the candles. Make sure you please do get one. Now, I'm going to introduce to the stage a beautiful man, a guy I met earlier this year, and he's incredibly generous with his time and with his talent. This is Simon Kelly walking onto the stage. And Simon is actually, by day, a shrimp farming analyst and IT technician. That is true. Hello, how are you? Welcome back. Thank you for being here with us. Now, Simon, you did graduate from the Conservatorium of Music here in Hobart. I'm a little bit disappointed, though, because whilst he's sitting here with his guitar this evening, that's not what you graduated or specialised in, was it?
Maybe next time it could be a double bass up here. Little trio or something. That would be quite nice, wouldn't it?
He studied jazz bass, which I think would be quite phenomenal. So we need to weave that into the program next year somehow to get a double bass up here and doing something. Madeline, can it be organised? Something jazzy with a double bass. We'll leave it with you next year on stage. Now, Simon is going to be singing a couple of, it's a little bit too tall for you at the moment, a couple of carols, but before we throw to his first song, for all the children, if you enjoyed being on stage the first time, Simon actually is going to sing 3 songs, and the third one, the children get to be involved. He's going to sing something where kids, you can get up on stage here with Simon. So, for the second time this evening, kids, if you want to be involved and you want to get up here and sing alongside Simon and have some actions with it as well, please, same place, you know where to go. Run over to the Christmas tree over here, and there'll be a few people who will meet you there in a moment, who will probably, I can see people running. Oh yeah, they are there, they're behind the speakers. So, Alicia and Heather are off to the side. So kids, if you would like to jump up on stage and sing with Simon, with some actions, jump off to the side there, and Heather and Alicia will teach you those actions. You've got a few minutes to jump over there for that. For now, though, I'm going to throw to Simon, who has 2 of the most beautiful carols you could choose.
You're far too kind, Sam. Thank you very much.
Being the first Noel and my all-time favourite, O Come, Emmanuel. But to begin with, the first Noel, Simon. Thank you.
Noel.
Thank you. This next one I'm going to play is called O Come, Emmanuel, and I'd love to hear some rejoice in the chorus. Oh, come, Emmanuel, and ransom captive Israel that mourns in lonely exile here until the Son of God appear. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel shall come to thee, O Israel. Oh, come thou day spring, come and cheer our spirits by thine advent here. Disperse the gloomy clouds of night, and as dark shadows put out to flight. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel shall come to thee, O Israel. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel shall come to thee, O Israel. Oh, come, desire of nations, by in one the hearts of all mankind, but bid our sad divisions cease, and be thyself our King of peace. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel shall come to thee, O Israel. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel shall come to thee, O Israel.
Simon, if you produced an album, I'd buy it. That was stunning. Well done.
Maybe I don't have to be a shrimp farmer forever.
Por qué los dos? You can do both.
Why not?
Simon, you know when you hear a conversation and you know you've missed something in context because it just doesn't make sense? I was over by Dominic College tent over there as they set up for the petting zoo this afternoon, and I heard one of the women say to the other, "Oh, one of them doesn't have a battery yet." Thought, it turns out it was actually the lights, not them. But the other one, this ties in with you, Simon.
Yes.
We were setting up at 8 a.m. this morning, and one of our helpers out the back there, Heather, hadn't turned up. And all of a sudden a text message came through to Ella, who's been running around actually organising everything, saying, "I'm so sorry, I slept through my alarm. I was up until 1 a.m. learning Wiggles moves." Now, I knew there must have been some sort of context. Wasn't sure. Now, it turns out, Simon, it was for you.
It is. The
That she
next
was
song?
up until 1 a.m. learning Wiggles moves. So we're going to invite the children onto the stage. Kids, would you like to come forward and join Simon? So, Simon, what is going to happen here? I'm in the dark on this.
Well, I'm going to play a song called Unto Us This Holy Night. It was on one of the first Wiggles VHSs when I was a little Probably about the same size as these guys, but it's a great tune.
Great. So, children, have you been learning some moves off to the side? Do you know roughly what you're going to do? Excellent. I don't, so I'm looking forward to it. So, we've got a couple more joining you, Simon. And we'll hand to you. Okay, over to you, Simon.
All right. It's crowded up here. Let's do that one again. Unto us this holy night, a little baby's born. That was so good. Thank you so much.
Well done, kids. Well done. Simon, I've never heard that song before.
Oh,
thank you.
There you go.
Bye. Wave to the crowd. Can you spot Mum and Dad? Simon, well done. And thank you very much. Thanks for bringing your talent here with us. So I'll take the chair when you head off in a second. We see Simon around a fair bit. Anyone who was involved with the Evangelium project with His Grace Archbishop Porteous would recognise Simon. Simon was the bearded bloke off to the side who was leading us in song each week. So thank you very much, Simon. A very special thank you also to the Hobart City Council for actually allowing this to happen on so many levels, both in helping with the structure around it, but in also helping to propel it along in so many different ways. There have been so many different people who've worked with the Hobart City Council for this. So if anyone here is from the Hobart City Council, thank you. Thank you for your service and for helping us this evening. Also, a very big thank you to St Joseph's Affordable Housing. Now, I did see Belinda Clark here earlier. Belinda, can you give me a wave? Are you here? Oh, she's right down the back. Okay, Belinda, if you'd like to come all the way down here, I'll get you on stage. You know, you're right. You can walk. We've got a bit to do in the meantime. But it would be lovely to actually just hear from Belinda, because it is quite incredible what St Joseph's Affordable Housing are doing. So I'll get Belinda to speak about that in a moment. Thank you very much for your generosity with the candles, because from the little bits everyone threw in, we've actually raised $281, which is beautiful. So thank you. You can give yourselves a round of applause for that. Thank you very much for your generous donations. And I will invite, because we do have a representative from St Vincent de Paul Society, and I'll invite Simon to come forward just for a moment and just to introduce himself and to explain where this money is going and what the Christmas appeal is.
Great, thanks, Sam. So I'm Simon from St Vincent de Paul, and I just wanted to take the opportunity to thank you. We do have our Christmas hamper appeal happening, where we get a lot of requests. Unfortunately, a lot of people doing it tough this Christmas, and we get a lot of requests for Christmas help. So we try and offer all those people a Christmas hamper along with toys for their kids as well. And I can see some goodies over there by the tree. So all your generous donations will go towards helping those people who are doing it tough in the community to make sure that they have the Christmas that they deserve. So just wanted to quickly say a massive thank you to the Carols on the Hill community, and enjoy the rest of the carols.
Thank you, Simon, and a huge thank you for your ongoing mission and for all those you're serving and for the help you offer so many people when they do desperately need it. So thank you. God bless you. We've been praying for you. Thanks, Simon. And I'll introduce to the stage Belinda, who did walk the last bit, but certainly dashed from the far end this year. But this is Belinda Clark from St Joseph's Affordable Housing, who at the moment is the acting director? Acting CEO at the moment, because Ben Wilson isn't in the state. So all of a sudden Belinda's in charge. So Belinda, could you please explain just briefly, what the amazing work that St Joseph's are doing?
Thanks, Sam, and thank you to the Archbishop for having us along here. St Joseph Affordable Homes was established in 2020 in the middle of COVID, and we are Australia's only social enterprise in building and construction, and we have a dual purpose: to alleviate homelessness and to provide substantial and sustainable employment outcomes to young and vulnerable Tasmanians. So we have been working very hard and have built over 250 homes. We currently have 183 under construction, and we have 33 of our apprentices who we recruit through our Build Up Tassie program. And you met Mel earlier, who's one of our Build Up Tassie apprentice coaches. I want to say a massive thank you to our apprentices and our team. We have over 10 of our apprentices walking around here tonight supporting us and the work that we do. So we're delighted to be the strategic partners this year, and we look forward to continuing to support the work of the Archdiocese. Have a very Merry Christmas and a safe holiday.
Thanks, Belinda. I'm continually amazed at how high St Joseph's Affordable Housing actually lift the bar just in their service, and even the fact that the World Youth Day pilgrims down the back who are fundraising, the barbecue is from St Joseph's as well. They donated that. They're just helping in so many different ways, so thank you. Now, I am going to actually ask, I don't know who Sanya is. Who is Sanya? This is Sanya, the one that stands. How are you? Well, thank you. Now, Sanya, were you asked to do this solo, or has this been, did you come forward and say, I think it's my time?
I definitely did, yeah.
You put your hand up and said, I'd like to do a solo. Where are you from? I wasn't given any notes. I just had Sanya Jones written on my
Yes.
notes here.
It was only on Monday that I was...
That would be why.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for offering on such short notice. Yeah. And I would invite you, please, to give a very warm welcome on this cold evening to Sanya Jones. Thank you. Beautiful. Sonia, that is a very well-trained voice. What, are you currently studying or are you performing full-time?
I'm currently going into my third year at UWA.
Sorry, what's UWA?
It's the university in Western Australia. I'm studying classical voice there.
What are you doing in Hobart?
I'm Tasmanian. I came back to visit family.
Beautiful. Welcome home for Christmas. And thank you very much. And thank you also to your pianist for obviously having their worst nightmare of playing the piano and nothing comes out. If you haven't already, please, you are welcome to light your candles. I think most people have. If you haven't yet lit your candle or your lightsaber, you are very welcome to do that right now. And I will pass back to our choir, and please join them in singing God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen. Thank you very much to the Carols on the Hill Choir. Beautiful again. Now, as they take a seat, we're going to begin setting up here because in a moment we're going to welcome to the stage Thylacine, who I'll introduce as they set up. You're welcome to come and set up as we do this. Two quick things. Just a reminder that the raffle is still ongoing down at the Information Centre. Please, please, please support the raffle down there, which is for the Catholic Education Tasmania Nativity Raffle, which is raising money for Father Gerald Quinn's mission to actually build housing and to offer a safe place for pregnant women. So please grab yourself a ticket in that raffle. And also a big shout out, I did mention before, the Dominic College tent with the me being a bit confused as to why there was one goat that apparently didn't have a battery, but they've done a fantastic job over there. So thank you very much for the very hard work and for actually bringing the animals along. Of course, Dominic College have the farm there at the school, but it takes a fair bit of effort to get everything together and bring them out today. So thank you very, very much for making it such a wonderful experience for the kids and the adults over there today. Now, Thylacine, who have set up behind me, by the way, awesome. Oh, Martina, you're a part of Thylacine as well. So, awesome name. You couldn't get more quintessentially Tasmanian than that. Thylacine were formed in 2017. I believe, and based here in Hobart, but with a focus on contemporary songs and arrangements. Thylacine is a place for talented and experienced singers, and this evening they will be beginning. They're singing two songs for us, and they're beginning with Little Drummer Boy. So would you please put your hands together and give a very, very warm welcome to Thylacine.
cheer from everywhere, filling the air. Oh, how they come, raising the sound, telling the tale, telling the tale. Gaily they ring while people sing songs of good cheer. Christmas is here. Ding dong, that is the song. With joyful ring, oh caroling, Lord only send, Lord without end. Their joyful tone to every home. Hark how the bells, sweet silver bells, all seem to say, throw cares away. Christmas is here, bringing good cheer to young and old, meek and the bold. Ding dong, that is the song. With joyful ring, all caroling, one seems to hear words of good cheer from everywhere, filling the air. Oh, how they come, raising the sound, telling the tale, telling the tale. Gaily they ring while people sing songs of good cheer. Christmas is here. Ding dong, that is the song. With joyful ring, all caroling, on they send, on without end, their joyful tone to every home. Ha, ha, ha. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ba-ya-ba-dum,
Thank you very much to Thylacing. As I mentioned earlier on, I'm not particularly musical. In fact, my degree is mechanical engineering. But even just from a mathematical perspective or project, the complexity of actually learning different parts, it coming together, I absolutely love listening to anything a cappella that is sung really well. Thank you so much. They've all jumped off stage, but still make eye contact from here. Thank you so much for bringing that beauty to the stage and for all the effort I can only imagine goes into learning the various parts and to making it actually work so well together. Yes, listen up, Aaron. I can see you talking to everyone else. So, thank you very much for all that you've done. Well done. God bless you. Have a very Merry Christmas. Thank you. Now, we are going to... You've only got 4 songs left to grab yourself a ticket in the Catholic Education Office Nativity raffle. So please grab yourself that ticket. Only 4 songs to go. Well, before our final song, where we'll all get involved. So, I'm going to hand back to Madeline and to the choir, and they will be performing for us 2 songs, The 12 Days of Christmas, and first up, Gaudete.
Gaudete, gaudete, Christus es natus, ex Maria Virgine, gaudete, 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 Christus es natus, ex Maria Virgine, gaudete. Tempus anes gratiae, hoc quod observamus, carmine letitiae, devotere damus. Gaudete, gaudete, Christus es natus, ex Maria Virgine, gaudete, 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 Christus es natus, ex Maria Virgine, gaudete. Deus homo factus est natura mirante, mundus renovatus est a Christo regnante. Gaudete, gaudete, Christus es natus, ex Maria Virgine, gaudete, 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 Christus es natus, ex Maria Virgine, gaudete. Et sic eris pota clause pecensitur, unde lux est ohota salus invenitur. Gaudete, gaudete, Christus es natus, ex Maria Virgine, gaudete, 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 Christus es natus, ex Maria Virgine, gaudete. Ergo nostra conscios salatiam in lustro,
Benedicat Dominus, salus Regi nostro.
Gaudete, gaudete, Christus es natus, ex Maria Virgine, gaudete, 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 Christus es natus, ex Maria Virgine, gaudete,
Gaudete, gaudete, Christus es natus, ex Maria Virgine, gaudete, 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 Christus es natus, ex Maria Virgine, gaudete.
On the first day of Christmas, my true love said to me, a partridge in a pear
The second day of Christmas, my true love said to me, two turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree.
Third day of Christmas, my true love said to me, three French hens,
Two turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree. On the fourth day of Christmas, my true love said to me, four calling birds, three French hens, two turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree. On the fifth day of Christmas, my true love said to me, five gold rings, four calling birds, three French hens, two turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the sixth day of Christmas, my true love said to me, six geese are laid, five gold rings, four calling birds, three French hens, two turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree.
On the seventh day of Christmas, my true love said to me, seven swans are swimming, six geese are laying,
Five gold rings, four calling birds, three French hens, two turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the eighth day of Christmas, my true love said to me,
eight maids are milking, seven swans are swimming, six geese are laying,
five gold rings, four calling birds, three French hens, two turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the ninth day of Christmas, my true love said to me, nine ladies dancing, eight maids are milking, seven swans are swimming, six geese are laying, five gold rings, four calling birds, three French hens, two turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 10th day of Christmas, my true love said to me, 10,
nine ladies dancing, eight maids are milking, seven swans are swimming, six geese are laying,
five gold rings, four,
calling birds,
three,
French hens,
two, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 11th day of Christmas, my true love said to me, birds, pipers piping, 10 lords are weeping, 9 ladies dancing, 8 maids are milking, 7 swans are swimming, 6 geese are laying, 5 gold rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 12th day of Christmas, my true love said to me, 12 drummers drumming, 11 pipers piping, 10 lords are leaping, 9 ladies dancing, 8 maids are milking, 7 swans are swimming,
Carols on the Hill Choir, well done. Thank you very much. I was standing at the back actually watching your fingers fly along the keyboards. Well done. The piano accompaniment was stunning. So you're off to the side there, but thank you very much for all that you've given for tonight as well. That was beautiful. Now, I'm going to do something slightly unscripted. Sorry, Madeline, 1 second. Do you mind jumping up for just 1 second? I just want to ask, I think we all know that last song, but the first one, Gaudete. Gaudete, sorry. Do you know anything of where it's come from? I'm putting you on the spot.
It's a very, very old, from like hundreds of years ago. It means rejoice. People rejoice. Jesus is born to the Virgin Mary, so it would have been chanted by the monks many years ago. The arrangement that we just performed is by a local composer called Quinn Thompson. So very exciting to share local talent.
Beautiful, thank you. It was a stunning song. It was beautiful. Thank you. Thank you very much. Now, our final guest for this evening, Estella, if you'd like to step forward here. Estella Edwards is from Hobart. In fact, is a student at St Mary's College, just down the hill here. Estella has just completed Year 11. You finished? You're on holidays? Well done. Welcome to the holidays. Estella is heading into Year 12, and in Year 12 is the prefect for Arts and Culture. So well done. Congratulations on that, and all the best for 2023 in that sense. Now, Estella has been involved with music in perhaps the last 6 years, but particularly with musical theatre and production, with The Wizard of Oz, with Matilda, and a few other productions along the way. But she is here to perform for us this evening 2 songs, Noel and Have Yourself a Very Merry Little Christmas. Would you please welcome Estella Edwards.
Hello. The first song I'll be singing tonight is Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. My next song is Noel. Son of God and Son of Man, there before the
suffer, born to save, born to raise us from the grave. Christ the everlasting Lord, He shall reign forevermore. Come and see what God has done. Noel, the story of amazing love, the light of the world, given for us. Noel, Son of God and Son of Man, there before the world began, born to suffer, born to save, born to raise us from the grave. Christ the everlasting Lord, He shall reign forevermore. Noel, come and see what God has done. Noel, the story of amazing love, light of the world, given for us. Noel, come and see what God has done. Noel, the story of amazing love, the light of the world, given for us. Noel. Thank you.
Estella, well done. That was stunning. And I've got to say, I love your mini guitar. It looks beautiful. Well done. And all the best for next year. I hope you do have a fantastic Christmas. Can you please put your hands together again for Estella Edwards and for sharing her beautiful voice with us. Well done. Thank you. And as you can imagine, on a cold night, it is particularly difficult to play a guitar as well. Now, before we go any further, I do have in my hand the raffle tickets. Madeline, would you like to do the honours? Is that okay? If I hold this up, and then we'll get Madeline to draw our winner. This is for Father Gerald Quinn's mission, which is for women who are pregnant and in need, and our winner is Sonia, Sonya. Sonia, we have a phone number, we will call you. Okay, congratulations to Sonia, and thank you very much to everyone who showed their support for the raffle. Thank you, Madeline, for drawing that. And finally, we are drawing to the end of tonight, and a huge thank you. These aren't just, I'm going to reel off a few business-type names, but over the last few weeks in particular, I've met a lot of the people behind these names, and extraordinarily generous people. Thank you so much to the Hobart City Council, to St Joseph's Affordable Housing, to Catholic Care Tasmania, to Centrecare Evolve Housing, to Catholic Education Tasmania, and also to the Catholic Development Fund. Thank you so much for your generous support. And also a very big thank you to Guilford Young College for the use of their facilities. And it was touch and go as to whether we'll be on tonight. It was actually on Thursday night. We thought this was not going to happen, as you can well imagine, for the weather. But the groundsmen were out here testing it, going, no, it's okay, we can go ahead. So thank you so much to Guilford Young College. I will invite you, please, for our final song, to join the choir in singing A Merry Christmas. I will ask you, please, to hold your candles aloft or your lightsaber, if you please. Please hold them aloft and join in our very final song for this evening, A Merry Christmas.
Tidings we bring to you and your kin. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. For we all like figgy pudding, for we all like figgy pudding, for we all like figgy pudding. So bring some out, dear. Good tidings we bring to your kin. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And we won't go, won't go, won't go, won't go, and we won't go till we got some, so bring some out here. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. A Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Carols on the Hill Choir, well done. And we do actually have some gifts for you, not the Archbishop. Behind them, we do have some gifts which the guys are going to hand out to you. Thank you so much. You are an absolutely stunning choir. You've done exceptionally well, and so grateful for all that you have given for the time and effort into this. And I'm sure Ella, who is running around out the back still making sure everything's okay, is also incredibly grateful for all you've done. So thank you. I would, as we close for this evening, like to hand over to Archbishop Porteous to close us. Thank you.
Thank you, Sam. Sam's already thanked so many of the musicians, individuals that have come up, and thanked the choir. I'd like to express my gratitude. I'm sure I speak on behalf of all of you. It's been wonderful to have so much talent, so much desire to celebrate Christmas amongst us this evening. I hope you have, as I have, had a really wonderful and blessed evening. Can I take this opportunity to wish you all, your families, the peace and joy of Christmas. May the great blessing of our Saviour's birth come into your homes, into your hearts. Have a wonderful Christmas. God bless you all, and thank you very much for your attendance this evening.
Thank you, Your Grace, and thank you very much for actually making this happen and for pushing this to happen. Thank you. God bless. Merry Christmas. Enjoy your holidays. Enjoy your trip home to Kingston or Blackmans Bay or wherever you are headed right now. Please do some of the food vans and the fundraising is still happening down there. Feel free to grab yourself some food on the way out and support them as well. Thank you. Good night. Merry Christmas. See you later. Well done.